Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
After 10 years, we're now just a little over a month away from playing Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Welcome to Dragon Age, Make Women Ugly, because why would you want to look heroic when you can look like someone who got hit with a medieval shovel? Let's dive into this masterclass of why does my character look like they've been living under a rock for 20 years? And now we get to the real disaster, the body proportion sliders. You know, the part gamers actually love, where you can craft your perfect badass warrior. But not in Dragon Age. EA's out here giving us the most tragic body customization options known to man. Female character chest slider? It goes from AA cup to B cup. Wow, EA, really pushing the limits of technology here. The glute slider? Oh, that masterpiece goes from flat as a medieval plank to semi-flat, but maybe she does squats occasionally. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this EA trying to compromise with gamers? Like, hey guys, we hear you, but here's your choices, board flat or slightly curvy, but not too much or you'll scare someone. What the fuck is wrong with you, EA? Since when did it become illegal to put anything over a B cup in a video game? What's next, breastplate armor for women that just looks like two pancakes strapped to their chest? You're not even playing with us at this point, you're straight up trolling. Seriously, what happened here? We're in a fantasy world where dragons exist, magic can tear the sky open, but apparently giving a character some curves is beyond the laws of nature. You can summon a firestorm, but God forbid your character has anything more than a semi-flat ass. It's like EA's message is, you can fight demons, but no voluptuousness allowed. It's like EA got so terrified of the internet discourse police, they made a bodybuilder sim that's been nerfed harder than the last Anthem update. Where's the real fantasy? Let me live out my warrior queen dreams, not this generic human woman, straight out of a PC corporate stock photo vibe. It's like they forgot what a female body is supposed to look like. Broad shoulders, beefy arms, and legs that could squat a horse, but then they threw in these sad, misplaced breasts as an afterthought, like whoops, forgot to feminize this one, quick, add some saggy accessories. And don't even get me started on the posture, she's standing there like she's been lugging around sacks of potatoes for 10 years. Where's the grace, the balance? This isn't a warrior queen, it's like someone's burly uncle who lost a bet and had to wear a chest plate. The boobs are so low, they're practically at her waist. At this point, I'm expecting an optional questline where you help her find a medieval bra. What are these, battle-ready breasts? Because they look like they've already seen too much action. You'd think in a world with dragons and magic, we could at least get some proper anatomy. I mean, fantasy is all about escapism, but instead, I'm being pulled into the horrifying reality of what happens when nobody at EA has ever seen a human woman before. You can already tell how bad this game is going to be when the first thing they're touting is that you can give your characters pronouns. I mean, come on, EA. When did character creation turn into a game of Guess Who? Are we playing Dragon Age or signing up for a gender studies seminar? Next, we'll be getting updates where you can choose your character's preferred pet name and favorite flavor of soy milk. It's like they're trying to score brownie points instead of focusing on crafting an actual game. What's next? Customizing your character's stance on social justice issues? Oh, your warrior is pro-recycling? That's amazing. Let's throw in some magical composting spells. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if the final boss is just a giant, screaming Twitter thread. Good luck slaying that monster, I hear it's immune to logic.
She, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there.
Next up, we've got the inclusion of trans man scars. What the actual fuck? Welcome to the medieval fantasy world of Dragon Age, where we have the most powerful magic on the planet and top-tier plastic surgeons just hanging around. Seriously, who decided this was a good idea? You're telling me that in a world filled with dragons and sorcery, the best solution for gender identity is a trip to the local fantasy surgeon? I mean, wouldn't a trans man just play the game as a man? Why waste time with scars when you can literally use magic to turn into whatever you want? Oh, I'm a mage? Let me just conjure up a spell for a six-pack and a chiseled jawline. It's like they thought, let's represent something that makes no sense in the fantasy world of Dragon Age. Did they really think players would be like, you know what I want in my epic quest? A reminder of my surgical history. Whose bright fucking idea was this? It feels like a marketing gimmick that says, look, we care about representation, but only if it makes zero sense in context. Then, of course, you've got some IGN reporter trying to drag down two of gamers' favorite games to hype up the character creator in Dragon Age, Veilguard.
Cyberpunk 2077 and Baldur's Gate 3 had whiffs of this, but nowhere near what you're capable of in the Veilguard, which is much more similar to the breadth of the character creator in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Sure, the options to create are impressive, if your definition of impressive is limited to skinny ugly, muscular ugly, and fat ugly. Congratulations, EA, you've cracked the code of variety by limiting every choice to fit the latest social justice movement that's tanking new games. Look, Cyberpunk 2077 might have fewer options, but at least you can create a hot character that's ready to take on Night City. Baldur's Gate 3? Same deal, fewer choices, but you can still craft a stunning hero. But in Dragon Age, Veilguard, you get a plethora of options, yet they're all manly-looking characters with non-binary options that make you wonder if anyone at EA has ever met a woman. Did you really think that would resonate with players? It's like they sat down and thought, let's create a character creator that gives players tons of choices but forces them to pick from a selection that only a gym coach from the 80s would find attractive. So, congrats, EA. You've succeeded in giving us a character creator that's a masterclass in disappointment. Gamers are tired. We are exhausted from the endless bullshit. All I want to do is dive back into fun and entertaining games, to get lost in another world without being reminded of the real world's drama. Movies, books, TV shows, and video games are meant to entertain us, but now they're riddled with propaganda that tries to tell me I'm a bad person. Who the hell enjoys that? I sit down to watch an episode of the new Quantum Leap, thinking, oh, an episode about a trans girl, interesting. Only for it to morph into an infomercial about how I'm not treating trans people well. What the fuck did I do? I don't gay bash or trans bash. I'm totally fine with people getting married, whatever makes you happy. But why do I have to sit there and be subjected to some straight bashing for no reason? You want representation? That's fine. But don't come in and take away everything I enjoy while you're at it. I'm just trying to have a good time and escape into a story, not be lectured about my supposed moral failures. We need entertainment that doesn't shove these messages down our throats. Give me back my fun, and I'll gladly support the things that matter to you. So, in conclusion, Dragon Age, Veilguard looks like yet another misfire from EA, serving up a character creator that's more about ticking boxes than giving players what they actually want. Gamers are tired of being told what's right and wrong while trying to enjoy a game. We just want fun, engaging content that lets us escape reality, not a lecture on social issues. Let's face it, when the character customization gives you the choice between skinny ugly and fat ugly, it's hard to get excited about anything else. If I wanted to be lectured on morality, I'd just go to a family reunion, not boot up a fantasy RPG. So here's hoping that the next wave of games remembers what it's like to be entertaining without strings attached. Until then, I'll keep waiting for that next game that brings the fun back into gaming and stops treating us like we're the bad guys in our own story. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, keep it real, keep it fun, and let's demand better from our games.